If I shook your hand right now, I could tell you how capable you are. Not your bench, not your mile time, not your abs, your grip. Grip is the handshake of your capability. It's the first interface between you and the world, and most people, weak as hell. If your grip fails, everything fails. Strength leaks out through the hands like a cracked pipe. You don't lose the lift, you leak it. You don't gas out on the trail, you bleed force through useless fingers. You don't age gracefully, you drop independence one grocery bag at a time. And yet, grip training is treated like dessert, optional. It's cute. Something you do if you're bored at the end of a workout. That mindset is why your deadlift stalls, your pull ups suck, your joints ache, and your nervous system lives in a constant state of fragility. So today, we're going to fix that. This is the grip gauntlet. No fluff, no gimmicks, no circus toys, just physiology, leverage, connective tissue, and pain tolerance, trained correctly. Let's start with some anatomy before we go hurt some feelings. Grip strength is not forearms. That's bro science shorthand for people who skip anatomy. Your grip is actually a distributed system of intrinsic hand muscles, extrinsic finger flexors, extensors, wrist stabilizers, elbow connective tissue, shoulder positioning, and neural drive from the motor cortex to the spinal cord. Your hands are a neurological hot zone, high cortical representation. That means when you train grip, you're not just training your tissue, you're training your nervous system's willingness to apply force. And this is why grip correlates so strongly with overall strength, longevity, fall risk, mortality, work capacity, pain tolerance, and injury resistance. Grip strength is not magic. It's honest. It doesn't lie. You cannot fake conditioning here. You cannot hide weakness behind your machines, but your hands will expose you. And that's why climbers, farmers, wrestlers, and laborers age differently than desk athletes with nice quads and useless hands. Now, every exercise we go through will include three things: what it trains, who will benefit most, what direction it points you toward, and this is going to be your compass, your direction, basically. I'm going to give you what your exercises work the best for certain things, and you may apply them to your own training as you see fit. The first exercise is towel crush holds. Basically, you're going to grab a towel, twist it tight, and squeeze it like it owes you money, and then hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. This is going to train your crush grip strength, your deep finger flexors, your tendon stiffness, and sustained neural drive. This is going to be improving your ability to apply force continuously rather than short bursts. This is going to be really good for lifters who deadlift stalls before the bar slips out, athletes who gas out when holding, grappling, or carrying, and anyone with strong arms but weak hands. This is going to point towards force ownership, the ability to express strength without leakage. Next exercise is called the isometric floor call. You basically are going to get on all fours, fingertips dug into the floor. Try to drag the floor towards you without moving. Hold that for 20 to 40 seconds. This is going to train your intrinsic hand muscles, finger extensors, joint centration, and connective tissue coordination. The primary benefit is going to be hand integrity, the stuff that keeps your fingers and wrists from becoming liabilities. This is going to be really good for people with elbow pain, wrist pain, or mysterious overuse in shoes. You know who you are. And also for older athletes, manual laborers, climbers, and anyone who actually uses their hands on a daily basis. This helps you point towards durability, making sure you have tissue that survives repetition and time. And if this feels embarrassingly hard, you just found the muscles your gym routine has been neglecting, probably. The third exercise is dead hangs, or door frame hangs. You're going to basically do this. You're going to hang. No swinging, no kipping, just gravity and honesty. You should start with progressions of doing two-handed hangs, then maybe some towel hangs, or even try a one-handed assisted hang. This is going to help with grip endurance, shoulder traction tolerance, postural stability, nervous system calm under load. The primary benefit is going to be your ability to maintain grip under fatigue, not just producing force. They're really good for runners, endurance athletes, climbers, tactical athletes, and anyone who fades late in efforts. This is going to push you towards capacity, staying functional longer under stress. The fourth exercise, you notice that these are getting harder and harder as we go through, is going to be fingertip push-ups. Basically, you're going to be doing push-ups with fingertips only, with a neutral wrist. Knees can be allowed for those that are working their way up to it. This is going to train your finger tendon load tolerance, bone density signaling, and neural precision. The primary benefit is going to be structural resilience, fingers that will not panic under load. Best for athletes who fall, brace, climb, or catch themselves, or people rehabbing hand confidence after injury. You're looking for structural ownership of your hand, tissues that trust themselves. So this is not going to be a flex. This is going to be a slow cooking connective tissue. You don't rush this and pay the price. You're going to work on this for long periods of time because neural tissue and connective tissue take a long time to really adapt. Your fifth exercise is called the fist plank squeeze. You're basically in a plank position, but hands are clenched into fists. You're squeezing those fists as hard as possible. Try holding that for 30 to 90 seconds. This is going to train what I call irradiation. Your grip tension increasing global muscular output. You're teaching your nervous system to coordinate with full body tension. This is really good for people that leak power or people whose core collapses under load. You're trying to get integration, strength that works together instead of just in pieces. This is grip teaching the rest of your body how to behave. The sixth workout you can work on is called the finger extension holds. These are, you open your hands hard, spread your fingers wide, and then hold that for 20 seconds. Repeat 5 to 10 times. What you're doing here is training your finger extensors, tendon balance, elbow health. You're looking at injury prevention and longevity here. Really good for people who lift, climb, or grips things anything regularly. You're trying to show for maintenance and sustainability with your grip and staying in the game as long as possible. Ignoring this is probably also why your elbows hurt. Not bad luck, not age. You were literally training your entire forearm here. And at the end of this, you want to try to develop your own personal set. Pick one grip drill out of all these, set a 5-minute timer, and accumulate as much quality tension as possible. It's going to help train that pain tolerance, that metabolic stress handling, and psychological persistence. You're working on mental durability and work capacity with this kind of workout. And this is really helpful for people who quit early, athletes who panic under discomfort, or anyone training for real-world stress. You're looking for mental sovereignty with this kind of stuff, staying in control when it burns. A lot of people do not go through grip training because they're too busy chasing novelty or skipping that for volume, or maybe they rush tendon adaptation, or train grip only when they're exhausted. Grip requires consistency, not creativity. You should be aiming for 2 to 4 sessions per week, but as we mentioned before, you only need 5 minutes on this, and that's not much. You can do this as part of your warm-up where you're drinking your coffee. You just need intentional direction with low ego effort. Grip is not accessory training. It should be part of your daily training or weekly training. It's a systems check because weak grip means borrowed strength. Strong grip means capability you can trust. Forged grip doesn't tell you how to do what to do blindly. It teaches you where your training is pointing you. So now you know a direction that you might need to work on, hold on to that, or get dragged behind.